In this video, I'm going to talk about the power of Google Alerts. So you just need to go to google.com/alerts, or you can do a Google search for Google Alerts. So Google Alerts is really a powerful tool because it will actually send in your inbox certain phrases that come up that you have selected. So there might be certain keywords. Now you could do certain things like political figures or certain sports figures just for fun. But if you really want to use it to your full advantage, you can use Google Alerts for reputation management for yourself or for your clients. So anytime they're mentioned in an article online, anytime they're mentioned maybe in a product review or some other review, you could instantly go see, hey, what was I mentioned in? Is this good? Is there anything I can do to help myself, look better? Those kind of things. Were you mentioned in some content? Maybe you want to really help share the news. So it's good for reputation management on yourself. It's also a good tool to use if you're going to do this for clients as well. So the first thing you can do when you're logged into your Google account, like for mine, it's going to say it's going to help me identify, myself, and it will send me email. So I'm going to click OK on that because that is an alert that I'm okay with, and I will get notifications for these various alerts related to my name for reputation management. Now, I'm going to create another alert for a niche market. So let's say, for example, that I'm in the blogging niche market. So let's just say that, and let's just do that in quotes so that way it brings back more specific terms. So I'm going to do a phrase for blogging. All right. And let's go ahead and choose create alert. And there it is. So there's that. Oop, and I spelled that wrong. So let me actually fix that. Um, let's go back and fix that to blogging and click on update alert. So I'll spell that correctly. So the phrase blogging, and then I can choose how often I want to receive these. So if I'm somebody that's a social media consultant or website marketing consultant, and I want to teach people about the importance of blogging, or I'm a blogger myself and I want to stay up to date on the latest breaking news, or I want to share the latest breaking news with my audience, that's another cool thing about Google Alerts is that as soon as news breaks, you could be one of the first people with that article with the direct links to various sources. So you could tweet them out there, post them on Facebook pages. That's how Google Alerts is one of the ways people get out there ahead of the noise and kind of eventually kind of help some of their content go viral quicker because they're the ones that show up at the top of Facebook for the trending stories in that niche market. They're the ones that show up maybe in the Twitter sphere or on Twitter. They're the ones that are able to quickly do a paragraph for an article and quickly get a blog post out because it's going to draw in eyeballs because it's breaking news in your industry. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, you can use Google Alerts for it. So it says how often. You could say at most once per day. You could say as it happens. So if I'm trying to do this so I can be out in front of everybody, then anytime something breaks about blogging or there's something new out there about let's say any number of topics, I want to be the first to know. Let's say back pain. Maybe there's a new breaking article on back pain or something that comes out. So anytime something happens on your niche, you could do broad phrases. So like blogging is fairly broad, or you could even go like WordPress, for example. So anytime there's a new change with WordPress or a new article about WordPress, you would be the first to know. So it's really powerful. So you could say how often. I like as it happens because that's really important, especially if it's your reputation or client's reputation, or most especially if you're trying to rank in the search engines quickly for pieces of content that are trending. So you find something that is a new alert comes through, you quickly do a 5 sentence article on it, 4 or 5 sentences, very brief article with a link to the content. Boom, you're done. But now you're one of the first people to have a story done on that topic. It's basically allows you to kind of become one of the first people to scoop a story from others in your niche market or other bloggers or other people with websites. You could quickly do a video on a certain subject matter as well. So sources, you could say automatic sources. They'll kind of pull from different things. You could say, I want video sources. I want news. I want blogs. I want web sources as well. So you can kind of choose what sources you're going to pull from. So I'm going to just choose automatic here. That seems to be a good tool. Language would be your language, so we'll go English here. Any region, or you could target it down to United States. I'm going to say any region just because that the one I chose is more broad. But if it's United States, then that would be good. So let's say you had a political blog or a political following, and you wanted to just target, elections going on in the United States. Then you could select that location is the only one you want to get notified on. So let's see how many, only the best results, or you could say all results. And then delivered to would be to your email address. So there's the email, and then simply choose update alerts, and now we have one all set up and ready to go. And at any given time I can click into that and see what is coming up. So simple tips for new bloggers, um, underbelly of blogging. So let's say I've got a blogging audience, then this would make sense for me to actually take this article, find it right here. It's going to pull up onto their website. This is the Huffington Post, very well known content curator, content website. I could take this content, send a tweet out about it, send a Facebook page about it, and my audience has got notified that quick. And it's a story that just broke fairly recently on that niche market. So we could also do another one. Let's say cats are a niche market. So cats. So let's go ahead and do that in quotes. Choose choose the word cats, and you'll notice couples wedding guest list 1,100 cats. So let's say you had a pet website, right? And you have a following on Facebook or social media that's interested in pets. Well, right there, a couples wedding guest list had 1,100 cats. That's from Fox 31 in Denver. Now, I don't read Fox 31. I don't live in Denver. So without Google Alerts, I would not have known about this story. And this is a pretty fascinating story. So, why else do you think you find really interesting stories when you go to yahoo.com's homepage, right? Or Huffington Post or some of the major sources online, BuzzFeed as well. BuzzFeed uses this tool to get more traffic. So this couple had 1,100 cats at their wedding. That would be tweet worthy if I had a pet business because it's going to draw people in to me. It's going to draw people in. So that's where Google Alerts is powerful. Google.com/alerts. Anytime after you search the keyword, just choose create alert, and it's going to automatically create that alert for me. And just a quick side note, if you want to delete an alert, just click on the delete tab right there. It'll automatically delete it. But notice here, I've already getting notifications in my inbox. That's what it'll look like. And it'll say with a list of alerts that came through for that day. So I like to do this just so I'm up to date, and I know what's coming in, what's up to date for my niche market, so then I could tweet about it. I could be the first in my market to break any news, and that's going to help elevate you as you go out and try and position yourself in the marketplace.